place of work. Who is giving you trouble here? That is part of the cleaving. Sentence, I love you, you are cleaving. Where are you now? Okay, what do you need? What should I buy for you? Ice cream, I'll buy. Some people, the next 2 weeks, their wife isn't looking for where they are. This is the problem. We don't know the rules of God. And this is what brings, see, oneness is not automatic. It's a relational thing that we get into because the man is cleaving. If the man continues to cleave, there's nowhere you will not become one with your wife. That's why I don't believe in London Bridge is falling down, you are in London, and the other one is in Akure. You know, go work. You know, don't go work. He said we'll be talking with phone. There are sometimes I'm tired of phone. I want to see you, Koro. I can't be holding phone. Oh no, okay, I want to hold you. Hold the phone. And when I want to hold the physical human being, and I can't see you, small by small, maybe now one gardener is comforting madam. Okay, madam, no, sorry. Before you know, temptation starts from small. Praise the Lord. Now, so that is the issue. That is what it means to cleave. And so the men need to get it. That if you are not cleaving, you are causing trouble. You are exposing your wife. Watch over her. Know what her needs are. A man that is cleaving knows the needs of the wife. There's a communication. There's synergy. That's why God will ask you. So, you know, it's the same way. See, if the man is doing his job well, by watching over your wife, by cleaving, it is easy for your wife to become a good mother and watch over the children. Because what you have done unto her, she will do unto the children. If you raise your wife up, a good woman, she will raise up the kids well for you. So the men must empower the women to raise up for us a godly generation. There are a lot of women today that are not empowered by their husband. Okay, now let me go into the issue of money in marriage with practical experiences with issues. I had to agree that I'm jumping a lot of things so that I can get to the real issue. There are a lot of, if I want to take this topic, I'll take it about 3 consecutive weeks. But this evening, I just want to go to the major points. Now, let's go to money in practical. Let's go to the practical class. All these things we have been talking at theory. Let's go to the real thing. A man gets... The first thing I've established is that in marriage, money is not what actually makes marriage work. It is what? It is communications. A poor man that communicates more, they have more peace and happiness in their homes. And when there's a good communication, money will come. But nevertheless, we should understand one important thing too, that money is also a communicating device or tool. Okay? So it's used to, so if you have money, if you are a good communicator, you can use money to communicate well. But if you're a bad communicator, you can also use money to cause misunderstanding. So the first thing you have to do is that God wants to put money in the hand of a skillful communicator. So let's look at issues first on the area of how to handle money in marriage. So let's look at it very critically. Different people have different issues about this, but I'm not looking at what people are saying. I'm looking at what the Bible is saying. Now, there's some issues, there's some scriptures I'm going to read out that I'm going to follow. The first one is Genesis 5, 1 and 2. And this is the book of the generation of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of man, made he, him. 2, male and female created he, them. And blessed them and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. Now, there's one beautiful thing I can see there. God called two people. Hello? When he called them, he gave them what? One identity. He called their name. What? Adam. Daddy and mommy, what is your name? Adam. Mommy, what's your name? Adam. Daddy, what's your name? Adam. What do we write in the name in the car that we bought? Adam. Who owns this car? Adam. Who has this money? Adam. Mommy brought money. Who's the owner of this money? Adam. Daddy brought money. Who has this money? Adam. You know, they are in rooms. There's my money. Your money. Give me mommy's money. Oh. Give me mommy's shoe. Give me mommy's bag. That is not marriage. And I know we do all those things for fear. A lot of things we do that are wrong, that the people of the world does wrong, is because we have seen bad marriages. Well, some women or men has been cheated and have been demoralized out of bad marriages. Then the other one now say, you have to be wise. So see the way I labor with this man, and after about 20 years the man throw me out, carry all the money. See, in this marriage, men are bad people, bad people. You can't trust them. So you know, don't never. If some people will tell them, some mother will even train their child, never trust any man. Men are wicked. So right from the woman has a philosophy. You are marrying them, but they are bad. So you start hiding. So what is your salary? It's 30,000. Say it's 15. You keep on saying, no, you know there are wives that build houses, have estates, and their husband do not know what they are doing. Is that a marriage? It's not marriage. It's not my marriage. See, if you want to have a happy home, you must lay it according to God. Things are happening. But we are here to look at how God wanted us to do things that can make us happy. No matter what is happening and other men has behaved, it does not matter. We want to lay according to God that can give us peace tomorrow. Do things that can give you peace tomorrow. A lot of people started with a hope that they will fail. Fear is what drags a lot of infidelities and a lot of wrongs. So that's why the first thing I'm opening to us, he called their name Adam. So whatsoever that is in a marriage belongs to Adam. The two shall be one, and their name is Adam. So our resources, the resources of the house, is one. Do you know that I used to tell to ladies, when you are marrying, you are not considering a lot of issues for you choosing a man. All you are considering is the money of the man. You are not considering some certain things. One of the things I used to tell ladies when they say you are in love is that I ask them, can you walk, carry your money and give it to the man and close your eyes, and no matter how you like, you spend it. You say no, then don't marry the man. It means you don't trust the man. Submission comes about trust. Many women marry the man they don't trust. And it becomes difficult for you to submit and to obey and to allow things. Then many women are very insecure, so they cannot trust. And it's because of where we are coming from and your experiences. I don't care your experiences, but I'm talking about what God said you should do if you want to have a good family. Yes, I know some men are not responsible. A lot of men are not responsible. But yet, if you play your own role, God is able to make them responsible. Because an irresponsible husband can be helped to be responsible by the attitude of the wife. But many of us are not ready. A lot of women are even looking for a ready-made man. There's no ready-made man, no. Because you have a dream. But when you get into marriage, you begin to work out with God to make your husband become the responsible man you want him to be. Are we here? What you need to get from God is the raw material. But make sure you have the correct raw materials in the man. So, in a spouse, we have to define this role. Our resources is one. Once you get married, there's nothing like my own and your own. There's nothing like my money and your money. This thing can only be functional when you are a woman under God and you're a man under God. Because if you marry an unbeliever is ruled by different rules and laws entirely. Somebody that does not meet with God will not be subject to the laws of God. So that's one of the reasons why God asks you not to marry anybody with different faith with you. Don't marry a man that does not fear God. He will not correspond to that. He wants to do what he likes. So I'm talking an ideal way about us who are in God, who know God, who have relationship with God. So in God, because God is the one that instituted marriage and he knows the syllabus. So the first thing you must agree is that everything we have, everything that is in that marriage belongs to us. Is Adam. But listen, in a relationship, we have different rules. I keep on saying this. No matter what my wife is earning, I'm the one that dictates how the money is spent. Many women don't want to agree with this. Many women are afraid to submit or adhere to this. In a natural thing is that, women have general things. The man's money is our money. Their money is my money. Have you know that? Once a man has money, it's our money. But once they have money, it's my money. That's the normal philosophy for a woman. But it is not so. With the man is our money. With your money is our money. But the issue is one. I'm talking the real issue. But because I know many homes are not like that. Many homes are not like that. And there are homes whereby the man does not know what, many women does not know what their husband earns. Neither does even the man knows what their wives is earning. When we do this, we expose ourselves to a lot of troubles. Because what is obtainable in marriage is what we call accountability. That's part of communication. The problem is we need a man that is accountable, honest, and transparent. That knows that accountability is not about money. Right from the marriage, anywhere you go. Honey, I'm just coming from Ijesha. This happened, this happened, this not happened, this happened, this happened. I went to the office today. There's one woman that just touched me this way. There's one man that's calling me my darling. That's what marriage, you share. You are synchronizing each other to be one, to have the same experience. The covenant you took is to be honest, to be truthful, to say your experience, to share. Because you go out there, you have some certain experience. When you come back home, you must be faithful and count and download back to your husband. Then your husband will take time to download his own to you. Then you can now help each other. This one that is always, there's one man that is always disturbing in the office. Or somebody gave your wife 1,000 naira. The wife did not tell you. The wife say, I can handle it. You are playing with danger. If there's any man that is giving you some things in the office and collect it, let your husband know. Otherwise, it will be the beginning of infidelity. That's part of accountability. Because if you can't account for certain things, then you have an evil intention. The Bible talks about two of them. They were naked and they were not ashamed. If there's some certain thing you want to be naked about that will bring shame, then that's when you know that thing is not right. Anything you cannot account for, it simply says it's right. It's not right. You decide to go and buy pants for Sister Kemi. Tell your wife, you find it might shout, hey! Then it means it's not right. Because when you buy a pant for a lady, you are saying something different. You may not see it as anything, but you are causing trouble. Your wife can see it. And so you will not be able to account for it. There's certain things some men don't even see. But you see, when you are counting, definitely your wife will shout and frown on certain things. But we have to discuss it and, and discuss it. Are you here with me? Don't say because my wife will always shout and something, I will not talk. You must. Secondly, every man must allow the wife. That's part of accountability. We need to come to a point when we disclose what you have, what I am, together. And let the man become a decision maker. Our resources, that's why when you see, let me ask, I used to tell people, the man is the head of the house. Am I right? And so by that it means he is the CEO. But what are CEOs in the world paid to do? Please, who knows what they do? They are decision makers. The head of any organizations, the greatest job he has is making decisions. I used to tell people, say, the greatest thing I do for my wife is decision making. Because decision making tasks the woman. If a woman has to think, hey, what to do, how to pay, it tasks them. That's not what they are made for. For my wife to be like, what are we going to eat in the evening? What about I said, okay, we are eating rice, go. We are eating this, go. It's simple. But for her to think, oh, what are we going to wear? What are the children going to wear? She needs just a direction. Go this way. I've solved problem for her. If she's in a place, she's battling with a problem. Love, there's this, what do I do? Okay, go to your manager. Do this, do this. Because when a woman is emotionally carried out, she may do something anyhow. But if she gets a direction, she's best. She does things well when you clear the way for her. Not when you have to make her think, I hate her. It stresses them. See, it stresses them because they were not made to be taking decision. So the issue is that, but see, a man must not take a decision. See, I used to tell people, I say, listen, a woman does not mind. See, it's easy for a woman. A woman can give you your money and everything, provided you are responsible. What I mean by that, if a woman understands that the money is given to you, you are spending it for the family. So, okay, before I die, let me show something. There are two types of love. I've said it before here. We have provisional love and we have supportive love. Hello? The provisional love is called agapeo. Okay? It's provisional love. A man is called to provide. That's why he's given authority. Authority is for provision. For three things basically. Who can remind me of the next one? To provide, to promote, and to protect. So, if your husband says sit down, you see, your husband is a commander. That's how God created it. That is a leader. He must command. He says, sit down, sit down. See, that I command you to sit down does not make you inferior. We have to get that out. Because it's the way we have been taught. I told us when I married my wife, when I said, give me water, I said, I must say please. That all my life, people turned me to slaves. Now, marry, you want to turn me to a slave again? No, you must say please. So, it took a while to teach her that I can say please, but I will not always say please. Because you are called to obey. It doesn't make you inferior. But that's the order of God. God called me to give you a commandment. Because see, iniquity means, have you ever God said that you are a worker of iniquity? I cast out demons. It's not because they were not Christians, but the problem with iniquity means you are not doing what is commanded. That's the protocol of God. God has order. For me as a servant of God, it is what he has commanded me. That's what I would do. If I start doing what he did not command me to do, he call it iniquity, self-willed. The same way passed down to the wife. You must command. Anything a wife must do must come from the husband. All this I will do self-willed. It is not of God. It is disobedience, it's rebellion. That's why God placed you under authority, under a man. And for the man, you must obey him. And that's why first, a man you know you cannot obey, don't marry him. That's how you'll be happy. Your joy is in obeying. And my joy is in commanding my wife, not as a sign of superiority, but to protect her, to provide for her, and to promote her. I've seen instances in my former house where there was a big fight, and all the wives were making rankly. I just here say, love, shut up, get inside the house. My wife just obeyed and went. The other man, hey, they started fighting. Hey, that one. In fact, the husband was saying, shut up. The woman threw the husband away. The next day I say, hey, all of you, go and handle your wife. You cannot handle your wife. If the fight is going to be disastrous, the father says, sit down, shut up, get inside. The man, that's a great woman. That is why, you see, a great woman, the price of a great woman is meekness. What God asks the woman to do is to be obedient to her own husband, to obey, to submit means obey. If I say go, you go. If I say stop, you stop. It doesn't make you that you are a mumu. That is why God created it. That is a great woman. God knows that that's how you will survive best. But see, a lot of things are bad today. I know there are bad men who command women to do things because they want to show they are superior. We do not command out of a sense of superiority. We command men or women to shut up out of a sense of duty and protecting. And you will account to God for it. So for every command I give to my wife, I will account. Is it to protect her? Is it to provide for her? Is it to help her? Not to shun her, not to say he's a stupid person. No, don't make your wife feel stupid. No, you must even congratulate her, reward her for being obedient. That's a sign of a great woman. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat. But sad to say, a lot of wives are disobedient. And sad to say, some men are the cause of their wives being rebellious. Because you take the authority, you use it to oppress them rather than to provide and help them. Are we here? So these are the issues. So the first issue first, we have to know where God has placed each of us. I'm a decision maker. Two of us are earning money. Sometimes the woman may earn more money than I do. It doesn't matter. I decide where the money is going. Sometimes my wife says, I want to buy clothes and you can't buy. And I explain the issues. Why you can't buy. For years, she was the one earning the money, bringing the money in. She doesn't even know where the bank account is. I was the one spending it. And tell where I go. But I was accountable. And she knows I did not give any, I did not used to go and drink beer, nor carry gas, nor. I was using it to move the family forward because the family has a vision. And the purpose of our resources is to achieve the vision of the family. We talked about family vision the other time. And every time I spend, I tell her this is what I do, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. Sometimes she contributes. Sometimes she gets annoyed. It's not every way I spend the money. Sometimes my wife agrees with her. She shouts. So sometimes I will, are we plugging money? I'll sit down. I will say to her, say this and this, this and this, this and this. And at the end of the day, she sits with me. But the shoe, you know, I have this problem that men will always tell me. Most men don't want to tell, especially those one. Thank you, sir. Those one who felt they have a lot of money. And they felt I have a wife that is extravagant. If my wife should know how much I'm worth, every day I want to buy gold, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. So they prefer not to allow their wives to know how much they're worth. But I've told them over the years, you are not training the woman. Fine. When women know you have money, they will keep on asking. But somehow you have to train them. Even though you see how much I have, you have 3 million. I'm not giving you that thing because this is what we want to use to do. One of the important things you can do for a woman is to give her a vision where we are going. A visionless woman will think life is about buying clothes and competing with their friends. Buying gold. I want to travel to Dubai. I want to buy. Because you have not given her a vision. So give her the vision where you are going and what it takes to go there, and that we must sacrifice to go there, and we must cut our coat to get there. It's not an excuse not to tell your wife what to see. That's the beginning, because I felt the man is the foundation. The way you lay is the way the woman will follow. If you are honest, the woman will follow. If you are playing like this, the woman will help you to play like this. So these are the basic issues. Let's just read these scriptures. I think my time is out so that we can go for question and answer. Read for me Acts 2:44, Acts 4:32, and then we're through.
Acts 2:44.
Yeah.
And all that believed were together.
Yes.
And had all things common.
Good. Did you see now? So you and your wife must learn to have things in common. Yes.
And the multitude of them that believed,
yes,
were of one heart.
Good.
And of one soul.
Yeah.
Neither said any of them that half of the things which he possessed was his own.
Okay.
But they all had all things common.
Did you see now? So in a marriage, see, this is just the church of God. Even this thing, the church of God is a family, and a family we're going together. But let's look at the laws of a natural family. Nobody will say this one is my own. They have things in common. Families have things in common. It belongs to the family, it belongs to all of us, and we have equal rights and privileges to it according to how God has called us to fulfill.